Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are once again watching Astroteric TV. I'll be your one and only host, the Astro Guru. And it wouldn't be Astroteric TV without the gra. Here we are, January 23rd. It's about 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night. I normally don't do videos this late, but I've been out and about running errands and things. You know, I still live life. I still have an actual life outside of YouTube. So, with that being said, we got some birthdays coming up. January 24th. That'll be my aunt. Shout out to her. Happy birthday, auntie. I love you. Your nephew cares about you with all his heart and soul. I'm just distant right now from everyone because that's what's best for me. And we also got somebody else, another person. Happy birthday to them. Shout out to them. I hope they loving life and doing well wherever they at. But other than that, the topic of discussion today. The topic of discussion is confidence boosting. But I got an equation for you. The equation is accomplishment plus compliment equals, pardon me. I've been drinking a lot of water and things, but anyway. Accomplishment plus compliment equals the boost to your confidence. And I'll explain how I came up with this equation. Because I know some people who actually, they have asked me before, why do I have so much confidence? And I don't think I really got to explain it to them. So I'll tell y'all. Now, how I gained so much confidence, well, for one, it's in my nature to have a fight or flight response. And normally my response is to fight. So when I feel backed into a situation where I'm either confused or nervous, it instantly turns into like anger. And I use that anger to do whatever it is that I was scared to do or nervous to do. So now, how I actually gained my real life confidence was by accomplishing things. The more I accomplished, the more confident I became. But it wasn't just accomplishing things. On a small scale, it was accomplishing things I didn't know I could accomplish. Like, you just find out that you're good at something. You just impress yourself. But what I did was I set goals on the big scale. I set goals. So if my goal was to do this, then I made sure I did whatever it took for me to do that. But I also did it in an honest way. Now, with that came compliments. So it's like if I tell myself I'm going to have the best score on the spelling test Friday in school, when Friday comes and I have 100 on the spelling test, I made the accomplishment, but I still don't feel good about it until somebody else tells me like, oh yeah, Astro Guru, you did really well. And I'm like, oh, thank you. Now it boosts my confidence. I feel like I found something I'm good at because someone else is telling me that I'm doing good at this. Now, where a lot of people have trouble is where they receive the compliment, it's not their confidence, it's their self-esteem that's so low that makes it hard to accept the compliment. So you think the compliment is underhanded, or you think the compliment didn't come with as much enthusiasm as you wanted it to, in which, whether it came from someone who loved your work or hated your work, nevertheless, it was a compliment. So you might not understand that this person may be working on their anger, or they may be working on telling the truth. You don't know what they got going on in their life. So when she like, oh, I like it, and you like, she don't really like it, don't let the devil get in you like that and start thinking for them. Just accept the fact that the words that came out of that person's mouth were positive. Don't take their feelings. Now, it's a lot harder for women sometimes because women are emotionally oriented, but they can do it as well. Now, back to the equation. Set yourself a goal. It doesn't have to be a big goal, especially if you're trying to build confidence. You can start with just a small goal because you probably don't know how to gauge your actual confidence. You don't know where you are on the confidence scale. So, you set yourself small positive goals. Things like I'm going to work out tomorrow, or I'm going to eat healthier, and I'm going to drink more water. Or things like I'm going to get up earlier. You set these goals. Now, you don't have to accomplish the goals yet. In the early stages, it's just setting them to get your mindset in the right place. That way, when you're writing these things down and you're saying that you're going to do this or you're going to do that, when you don't do them, you actually feel the feeling of, I said I was going to do that. Now, if you look, I have a video on being a slave to your words. So now, everybody likes a man of their word. This is why. So, if you want to work on being a person of your word, start with yourself. Do not go jumping out the window saying what you're going to do for everybody else, because you put yourself into a pickle, a dilemma, if you will. But here you have it. You set yourself a small goal. Now, as time progresses, when you finally do accomplish that goal, you don't have to push further than the goal. You just have to accomplish that goal. Now, I need you also to understand that the compliment will have the same weight as the accomplishment. So, when I told people, hey, I started a podcast, I did my first video today, and they was like, that's cool, okay. But I didn't take it personally. I didn't take it like, oh, they're not happy for me, because I didn't want, a million viewers' confidence off of one video. I just wanted to let people know, hey, listen, I'm doing what I said I was going to do. I started. And when they said, okay, that's cool, I was like, yeah, like, subscribe, like, and they didn't, but it was okay. I understood. I understood perfectly. So, next, I would set, more goals. Like, hey, man, I got 5 videos. Yeah, I got 10 videos. Yeah, I got 50 videos. Now, these were accomplishments to me. There are people on YouTube with thousands of videos, and I'm happy for each and every one of them. I just know that I'm not trying to compete with them. I'm trying to be the best version of me. So, through my own journey, I will gain more momentum. I'll get more likes and subscribers. The more I stay dedicated to what I'm doing, I will find more and more people who like what I'm doing, who adhere to the words that I'm speaking. So, as time went on, it got, more and more and more, and people started to understand. And then it was like, oh, I seen your YouTube. Yeah, my homeboy watch it. And I was like, okay, now we're gaining traction. We're building momentum. So the confidence is boosting up every time I see a view, a like, a share, a comment, a subscribe. Every time I see that, my confidence gets boosted, which is what keeps me going. That's what keeps me going. Now, if I told y'all I had 10 million viewers or 10 million subscribers, now that's a whole different level of compliment. Now it's like, man, I remember when you had 1,000 subscribers. Like, you understand? Because now we can look back at all the work that it took to get where we are. So, accomplishment plus compliment equals a boost to your confidence. You can do this in all areas of life. We'll go back to the example of you waking up early. Now, you set an alarm for 5 o'clock. You're not a morning person, but you set an alarm for 5 o'clock. You're trying to live healthier. You want to get up and jog around the block, things like that. This is what you're visualizing for yourself. Now, when you set that alarm at 5 o'clock the first few times, you might miss it. The next few times, you might get up, but you might go back to sleep. That is okay. That is how you build momentum. You have to be happy with the small accomplishments, the small results, just for your mindset to be in that area on positivity. You know you're going in the right direction. It's a journey for all of us. For all of us. Some people only show you their successes so you never see their failures. And you're somewhere in your head thinking that this person never fails. That's not the case. They fail just like you. They just don't show off their failures. Why would you do that? You want to project an image of success. Now, I'm the kind of person that can show you failures because I'm just a real person, like in all areas of life. I want humanity to be able to look at me and say that they either learned something from me, I gave them a feeling, or I helped them through something. Like, I want to be somebody that when you think about me, I want to almost bring a tear to your eye, like a positive one. Like, and I want to still be alive when I do it. I don't even want to have to be dead to do it. I want to still be alive. And when you think about me, it's like, man, we had some beautiful times, man. Like, so I try to keep my vibes high. I'm no better than anyone else. I have a dark side. I just don't pay it any attention. I've lived in the dark. I was born in it. But here I am, loving the light. Light and love to anyone who sees this video. I'm not even trying to advertise nothing, but I got been drinking my water and minding my business. But women, even with women, you wonder how women gain so much confidence. It's because when a woman sets her mind to get beautiful and she put on her eyelashes and her makeup and her dress and everything, and she goes out and she's seen and she gains attention and compliments, but she accomplished the look that she was going for. She accomplished going out and feeling good about herself. She accomplished, ladies' night with her girls, and that's an accomplishment. So, and women doing real well right now. So they having money. They pulling up in different cars. Like, they out there lit. So they're enjoying each other's energy. That's an accomplishment. Having friends, people with values, morals, principles. They taking care of their kids, this, that, and the third, whatever the case may be. So women are lit doing that. That's an accomplishment. Men come, other women come, give them the compliment. Hey girl, you killing in that dress, yo, man, you slaying. Man, I ain't gonna lie, yo, but man, baby was bad tonight. Like, you should have seen it. You feel me? Like, you know what's going on. Like, you taking pictures, you posting, like, like, 35, but you 39. Like, you know what's going on. Like, we lit now. So as we're doing this, they're getting the compliments, which gives them the boost to their confidence. Now, of course, you get overconfident, you become cocky, arrogant, things like that. That's for another video. But if you can be confident while remaining humble, you will be a beautiful person to be around. I guarantee it. If you can be confident in yourself, but humble enough to not try to, put anyone else down, you will be a beautiful person. I guarantee you will be loved everywhere you go. I guarantee you. And even if you're not loved everywhere you go, because nobody's loved everywhere they go, guess what? You'll know how to go places that you are celebrated and not tolerated. And that'll be beautiful in itself. You won't hang out with toxicity because you're not bringing it. So, you attract what you are. You won't be able to attract toxicity anymore. People who are toxic won't even feel good enough for you. They'll feel as if they got to become a different person to be with you, not understanding that you have a toxic side too. You just know when you see their toxic side to remove yourself. That's all. You can still help them through it. You can help anybody on this earth that you love. And guess what? If you can't help them, you can accept them. You can just know, hey, look, man, we're going to have some crazy times dealing with this person. But guess what? It's okay. It is okay. It's beautiful. It can't always be daytime, and it can't always be night. Can't always be happy. Can't always be right. That's all. But I just wanted to leave y'all with that. Until next time.